Why do some of the most unforgettable movie moments happen in silence? No dialogues, no music, just quiet. And yet, those scenes stay with us forever. See, movies are usually filled with sound, dialogues,
That I cannot do.
music, explosions. But sometimes the most powerful moments happen in silence. Silence in film isn't just the absence of words. It's a tool, a choice, and directors use it in different ways to make us feel something deeper. So, I personally have a curiosity about exploring the 5 different storytelling methods of silence in cinema. Today, let's look at 5 different ways silence shapes storytelling in cinema and why those quiet moments stay with us long after the credits roll. Some filmmakers use silence as emotion. One of the most natural uses of silence in film is to express pure emotion. Think about real life. When we are deeply moved, shocked, or broken, words don't come easily. Silence becomes the truest reaction. Filmmakers tap into that, letting the absence of dialogues say more than a speech ever could. For example, Paul Thomas Anderson uses silence to devastating effect in There Will Be Blood. When HW meets Daniel again, after years of separation, the silence between them speaks volumes. Their strained relationship, the distance, the unspoken resentment, it all hangs in the air. Instead of dialogue filling the gap, the quiet tension lets us feel the weight of everything unsaid. But in some films, silence used as tension. Silence can also make us uncomfortable. When nothing is said, we start to anticipate what might happen next. Our ears pick up every little sound, and that emptiness creates suspense. Directors often use silence to make us lean in, holding our breath until the silence finally breaks. In No Country for Old Men, the Coen brothers master this during the coin toss scene.
Call it. Call it, yes.
There's no music, no filler, just silence and a quiet room.
All right. Heads then. Well done.
That stillness makes Anton Chigurh feel even more threatening, because at any second, violence could explode out of the silence. Like this in some movies, you can see silence as reflection. Not all silence is tense. Sometimes it gives us space to think and to reflect. These moments let the audience sit with the characters and absorb the world around them. Instead of being told what to feel, we are invited to experience it ourselves. For example, in Lost in Translation, Sofia Coppola used silence to capture loneliness and connection. The quiet moments between Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson feel more intimate than words could. We reflect alongside them, listening to the hum of Tokyo as their silence becomes its own language. Just like that, we see silence as power. In movies, silence can also show strength and control. In storytelling, the character who speaks less often feels the most powerful. Their silence becomes intimidating because it suggests confidence or danger. When they finally do speak, it carries more weight. Let's take an example of The Godfather. Marlon Brando as Don Vito Corleone often pauses before speaking. Those silences are calculated. They make everyone around him lean in. His power isn't just in what he says, but in how he withholds words. More recently, in There Will Be Blood, Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview uses silence as a weapon. His long and quiet stares are more threatening than any outburst. When he finally speaks,
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
it feels like an explosion. Last but not the least, you can see silence as cinematic poetry. At this time, silence can become something artistic, a way of making us experience pure cinema. Long stretches of quiet force us to focus on images, time, and atmosphere. This kind of silence isn't just about story, it's about mood, rhythm, and philosophy. Director Stanley Kubrick uses silence to capture the vastness of space. In the film 2001: A Space Odyssey, see, logically in space, there is no sound. So the silence of that film makes the visuals feel even more powerful. Tarkovsky did the same in films like Stalker, where silence becomes a form of meditation, asking us to slow down and feel the passage of time. Silence in film isn't empty, it's deliberate. It can make us cry, hold our breath, think deeply, or lose ourselves in cinematic world. In a time where movies often feel louder and faster, silence is a reminder that sometimes the most powerful moments come when nothing is said at all. So, what's your favorite silent moment in films? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the beauty of cinema. Till then, keep watching movies, keep inspiring, keep learning, and enjoy the greatest frames of cinematic beauty.